Alright, hello everyone, Conman here. We are on the loading screen, going into Infernal Shrines on the PTR. Kel'Thuzad patch is live. We're gonna check him out. This is gonna be my second game with KT. I played quick game just a little while ago, got our ass handed to us, as these things are wont to do in the PTR. Got a feel for some of the abilities. I'm not sure if I have a build in mind yet. I'm going to pick a couple of things just to show off. We'll talk about them at the end, and we'll kind of go just a quick run through some of the talents and the abilities that he gets. We got lots of people with reworks. On my side here, Leoric, Jaina, Morales, Chromie all have reworks. On the enemy team, Leoric and Chromie, and then Zarya and Uther. So they're going to be a pain in the ass to kill. Yeah. So that'll be fun. So, you know, this will be an interesting game as well. They also have a Kel'Thuzad. This guy here is level 99 on the PTR, so props to him. So KT, let's talk KT while we wait for this to load. KT, his trait is called something of the black. I don't even know what it's called. What it does is, it's a quest. You have two abilities that can trigger it. When you root somebody with your Frost Nova, or you chain them with your chains, you get a quest stack. And when you get 15 of these, let's see what this thing's called, because I can't remember for the life of me. Master of the Cold Dark. There you go, Master of the Cold Dark. So as you see here, it's called Blight. You gain 1 Blight every time a hero is rooted, or hit by chains of Kel'Thuzad. After 15 Blight, the cooldown of all basic abilities is reduced by 2 seconds. We got 6, 10, and 12, so they don't have long cooldowns to begin with. And then after 30, you gain 75 spell power, so that's pretty big. We're gonna go Barb Chains this game and see how it goes.
A fateful choice.
So let's give this a shot. So KT's got 3 abilities. I'm gonna face check this. There's one right here. It does explosion. Basically it's a quick missile attack. If it hits somebody, it leaves whoops, kind of an area of death and decay, as they call it. There's Frost Nova, which has got a really short range, and I got to get used to the range. I can chain somebody here. I missed. I could have chained them together, and they would have been chained together. Apparently, this goes through the time trap. I missed that. Thanks, Morales, for eating that shot. I appreciate it. There you go, there's 2 of them. That's what you want to do. I am just way too out of position. That was all my fault. I walked into all of the bad things there, so there's no one to blame. I'm too busy talking and looking at things, not really paying attention to where the hell I'm actually at on the map. So let's come back. If you can hear as well, we've got Kel'Thuzad as the announcer as well as the hero. I do like to pair the announcer up with their respective hero. It's kind of interesting. So what the chain can do, I can do if I can hit him. Maybe not. Go over here, drop that there. I can chain there and I can miss. If I would have got him, I could have then like chained him into his turret, for example. Oh, that's... This has got a really short range. The Frost Nova is really short range. We'll see how maybe I can get some stacks of this over here once the event starts. I like about the UI. The UI actually shows quest progress. There's the word I'm thinking of. We'll put some of that there. We'll get some damage off. There we go. 6 right off the bat. I like it. Level 4, I'm going to take the phylactery. I really should hit the chain. Oh man, I really should hit skill shots. If I could hit skill shots, maybe I would not suck.
All according to my design. Indeed. It will be my...
So we're doing okay so far. There we go. Chain 2 people together. I don't know if you saw that. I was trying to avoid getting damaged by the Chromie, which I didn't avoid.
Continue your service.
Just like that. Chain them together. You stun them. I'm a little low on the mana right now.
In the Lich King's name.
Ooh, get out of my way! Out of my way!
Someone's been practicing.
Look. You're gonna do what you want, but...
I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna tap as well. Thanks very much. We need 6 of these, so let's get them. Alright, so I want these regen globes. So what the phylactery request that I took at level 4, what it does is that if I get 10 regen globes, and there's 2, and there's a third, what it does is it does 2 things. First off, it gives me lifesteal on my spells.
So be it.
10% lifesteal on spell damage, lifesteal on spell damage. The other thing it does, if I do charge it up, if ever I die, I can use this to respawn instantly and bypass the spell timer, the death timer, excuse me, at the cost. Oh, there we go, got him. I gotta watch out for that. At the cost of burning all my stacks up. I'm gonna take Glacial Spike. I don't know if it's any good. I didn't have luck with it last game, but we want to show it off here. Yeah, you go into that.
Sounds logical.
Thanks very much. So I can go like this, and I can chain him there like that. That's what the spike does. This is also, that spike also explodes, and it does, I think, some slow when it explodes. It also counts as a terrain object, so you can block people. People can't actually go through that, so that's interesting. I really want to take down that turret. Have some damage there. Now I've got 16 on my quest, as you can see, so I've already got reduced cooldown, which is really nice. Hopefully you'll stay there. Thank you very much. I missed my chain, which is what I would have wanted to hit. See, he's just low enough that I can't pick him off because I'm playing bad. And I missed the healing globe. I think I might have gotten the healing globe there, actually. Fortunately, he's really letting me stack up my trait as I soak some of this XP.
Taste this. A fateful choice.
So once I get 30, I get 75 spell power. Also, I took a level 1 quest, which gets me a bonus. Once I get 30 blight, and that...
Shall be cleansed of the living.
Oh, gotta watch out. That is Archromy, that is Archromy. And that bonus does not go away on death. So I will get that, I will keep that throughout the rest of the game. So it does behoove me to level that up as quickly as possible. We're at 22 now. We're gonna take this healing globe. Thanks very much. Our Leoric gets killed, not the best thing in the world. We're gonna activate that. We'll take, I think their Leoric, or their KT actually stole some of that. I don't know where our team is. I'm looking at the map. Here they come. They're a little late to this party. Alright, a couple more. Chained together, that's not the best thing in the world. Whoop, they got 10. We gotta watch out for that. I am at 26 stacks. Oh, that's an entomb. That is bad news bears.
Continue your service.
Gonna get rooted. Also, I have no mana. We're gonna hang out here. We're gonna get that. There's a UI quest update. Uther completed his thingamabobs.
Before Kel'Thuzad.
Yep. We're gonna lose this. We really should back off.
Well done,
Yep.
my son. Choose a talent.
All right. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Shadow Fissure. We're gonna see if we can pull this off.
So be it.
I missed it. It looks like it's going to be a very hard talent to land. The advantage, though, is that it's a 15-second cooldown.
This world shall be cleansed of the living.
And it's a global cast.
Well done, my soul.
It is dead. Now we punish them.
Alright. I completed my quest. I'm out of mana, though. So now I get bonus to spell power.
Stay and chat.
I'm gonna Hearth. I'm gonna head back. We're gonna pop that there. I guess I'm not gonna Hearth. Apparently I got hit by something.
Time to devise a new strategy. A fateful choice. Taste this.
I would love to get maybe the camp. We're gonna run into some trouble over here. Gotta land. I'm not very good at landing the skill shots. I'm doing very, very poorly. Is what's going on here. I don't think I'm gonna have any help. Here we go. Okay, so I do. Thanks very much, team. Nice and quick. It's what I like.
That's it. Keep going. We've got this.
Got my phylactery quest done. So now I get some lifesteal on spell damage, which is nifty, and I have the ability to respawn right away if I need to. You two can go and hang out together. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm not gonna get any value out of that.
That sounds logical.
The shrine gathers power.
Well done.
Claim it in
Get out of my way. There we go. That was a good thing. Was able to get the spike onto Uther off the glacial spike.
Fire at will.
Nope, that's no bueno.
Wait. Wasn't that supposed to be the tough one?
Activate it now. The heavens will fall before us.
I would like. I'm gonna head to the shrine. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
So be it.
I missed the medevac, so I'll be there a little bit late.
Talent.
Chain link reduces cooldown. I'm just picking random things. There, Kel'Thuzad finished his quest. He can respawn at will.
In the Lich King's name. Yet another.
There we go. I think I got something on that. I'm a low on mana. Everyone is grouped up. I don't like all of the grouping here.
The mana required.
Gonna go and tag one of these. Thanks very much. Is there mana on that? There's not. Okay.
As the shadow
Oh, you got wrecked.
I have not enough mana.
Fire at will.
You know, have fun.
I could have used you in Andor. I have not enough.
No manas. I'm gonna need some mana.
That's one problem dealt with.
Whoa, that's no good. We're gonna come back. We're just gonna Hearth.
Time to
Because I have no health, I have no mana. Even if meta kills me back, I don't have any mana, so it's gonna be bad news. We're gonna shoot that off just because it could. Here we go, we're at 20. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. There you go. Hitting a couple of them together. get it? We got it.
Good. This arcane punisher shall serve us well.
That's a dead KT, and he respawns right away. So he respawned right away.
We make a great team.
So what he did now, ouch, he blew his charges on his phylactery, which means he loses the health steal. Oh, I gotta back up. He loses the health steal on his spells for another 10 more regen globes, but he respawned. Alright, we're gonna do one of these.
A fateful choice. A fitting tribute to your master.
There is
Kaboom!
escape. Heaven's forces have slain our punisher.
I don't know where this medevac is going. I'm gonna follow it though. We'll come hang out here. And we're gonna go all the way over here. That's very good. I like this. This is neat. Let's go blow stuff up. Good looks there. We're gonna push this keep down, or this fort down at least, not a keep. So that's good. And we got a nice 2-level lead. So there we go. I'm definitely playing a better game myself this time around.
It will be my pleasure.
I like it. Let's go blow this up too. I mean, this thing's super low. Oh, hello, friend.
Taste this. Fort destroyed.
Oh, I don't like that.
As the ship wins.
Did we get it? We did get it. Ow, ow, ow. Chromie finished her quest.
Yet another.
Very nice, very nice. So that's 80 that she got, so good job, Chromie. Way to kill it. Oh, I walked out. Totally my bad. Thank you, Medic. Medic saved me. That was absolutely, like, I should have been dead there. Like, there's no doubt about that. Out of my way, out of my way.
The dark void awaits you.
Mayhem.
Yeah. Let's go get the shrine.
Punisher, heroes. Let it tear
go.
our foes apart.
Yeah, Medic was all over that. Morales totally saved me because I walked into all of the things way too far and got caught out.
Before Kel'Thuzad.
I'm being super greedy right now. That was nice and easy.
That's it. Keep going. We've got this.
We have summoned a mortar punisher.
I want this guy to jump on somebody.
So be it.
That would make my day. Oh.
Choose a talent.
Well, that's an interesting one. Let's go. Here, have one of these. Oh, I got blown up. We're gonna respawn right away. This is what we can do. We can come back. We can bypass the spell timer, the death timer, and come right back. Hello, friends. So that was me being greedy again, walking into things that I shouldn't have.
Taste this. That sounds good.
Alright, so that's a thing. That's what that does. I want this. Thanks. I'm gonna go. Oh,
That sounds logical.
yeah, unfortunately, not much that we could do there.
Bow before Kel'Thuzad. A fitting tribute to your master.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted that.
Fire at will.
To the cold.
Oh, we're throwing the game. We are throwing this hard. We are throwing this hard. I am playing like shit. Alright, good job.
Ready. A shrine gathers
This is like piano Kel? Piano KT? Keep saying Kel. Kel. Not Kale. Kel. Somehow I have XP. I'm not sure. And I only have 2 regen globes, so unfortunately I'm not able to respawn. Their KT is back up to 8. Lots of quests completed though.
what to do. Slay the Guardians. Unleash
I'm
the
gonna be up
pressure.
in 15 seconds, and then I can come join. There's really not much we can do. Maybe we can medevac in. Hello, friends.
Indeed.
There's really not much. Yeah, like there's not much. We had 2 people that are not there. This is not gonna. There's really not much that we can do.
As the shadow reacts.
Whoa, that's bad news, Bears.
A fitting tribute to your master.
Very nice. Unfortunately, we lost the Punisher, but that's about what we expected to happen, I think. Had some damage. Had some more damage. Is that gonna stop you? I guess not. You walk right through it. So on you.
Yes, my way.
Everyone's gonna get killed. I've used all my cooldowns here, and I don't have anything that I can do.
Finally! Their Punisher has fallen before us!
Now's the
So be
perfect
it.
time for some mercenary friends.
Yeah, don't hard engage. They still have Uther. Yes, they do.
The dark void awaits them. By your will, embrace the end.
Oh, that sucked. That's right into Chromie.
Still worth it.
shrine gathers power, you will take it for me.
Minions, we've lost the fort.
The shrine. Activate it now! The heavens will fall before us!
Yes, right away. You're dead. Aren't we all?
Well, that was unfortunate. That's fine. You can hearth right there. They're gonna come back. They're gonna go finish off the Punisher here. There's a good chance this is gonna be game.
The angels have taken what is mine! An arcane Punisher comes for us!
Getting some use out of that phylactery, I see. That sounds legitimate.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's just me being greedy. So let's you know, can't complain there. Just being greedy. And yeah, that's gonna be game.
Don't give up. We must prevail.
Kind of threw that, but that's all right.
We shall return with powers beyond your imagining.
MVP.
He is a jerk. He's not a jerk. He's just the other KT. Let's see, it's the stats here. Yeah, our Chromie did really well. I did like shit. Our Leoric died a whole lot. Somehow their Leoric only died twice. Take that. I mean, take that for what it's worth. That's pretty impressive. Let's see here. What do we got? We've got, right. Alright, let's check out this build for real here. Let's look at what I picked off as KT. That's a weird, funky looking picture. It looks like it's sort of out of, like it's squished. It's almost, yeah, it's not resized correctly. I don't know, just me. Let's see what we got here. We've got barbed chains. Level 1, increase chains of Kel'Thuzad's damage by 125%. After you gain 30 blight and complete your baseline quest, the chains reduce the armor of pulled heroes by 15 for 4 seconds. Basically, you do more damage straight away, and then once you complete your quest, anybody you chain up who gets pulled is going to get a vulnerability for 4 seconds. I took the phylactery at level 4. Level 5 here, and it looks like we're going on Chromie numbers. So this would be level 7. Glacial Spike. Activate to create a spike that detonates after 4 seconds. It deals some damage to nearby enemies. It is collision based, so people can't walk through it. The spike can also be affected by chains of Kel'Thuzad. So you can I think I got 1 kill on Uther that way, where you chain it up, and then you can pull somebody toward it, or vice versa, something like that. I took Shadow Fissure. It seemed an interesting one. Create a fissure anywhere in the battlefield that explodes for 1.5 seconds, or explodes after, excuse me, 1.5 seconds, and it deals a large amount of damage to enemy heroes in its area. I took it because, one, it's global, and the second reason is that it does deal, you know, quite a lot of damage after 15 seconds. The downside that I found, it was very hard to land it. Definitely very hard to land it. You know, it leaves a big get the hell out of here looking zone on the ground, so it makes it very obvious when you're going to fire it off. You know, it does require some CC to set up, or maybe some objective, you know, a compacted area. Didn't really use this all too well. I think this could be interesting with a good setup, like a wombo combo type thing, you know, combo with some good CC. I didn't use it as effectively as it probably could have been used. Although, at least on the plus side, for 15 seconds, you can really use it at will, whatever the hell you feel like it. You know, if you see somebody, if you're not in range and somebody's going to be, you know, contested over, say, a merc camp or something like that, you can get away with that. At level, quote-unquote, 11, Chromie 11, it's level 13, Chain Link, pulling two heroes together with Chains of Kel'Thuzad reduces its cooldown by 4 seconds. You already, hopefully at this point, you already have the 2-second reduction, because you've completed your quest. At 16, Power of Ice Crown. Stunning, rooting, or slowing a hero grants 6% spell power for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So you don't even have to, get the root off, you can just hit him with Frost Nova, it'll slow him. You can get a couple stacks on that, so that's actually pretty nice. You can chain this if you do it well. You can chain your abilities together. I imagine if you took Frost Blast, and we'll talk about Frost Blast, that would count for that. And then I took to the Damned Return, activate to create a shade of Naxxramas that lasts 15 seconds and mimics Kel'Thuzad's cast of Death and Decay. I was underwhelmed by this. I was hoping you would be something better. Let's see what the enemy KT took. He started with the Plaguelands. Increase Death and Decay's duration by 1 second. After gaining 30 Blight, increase the radius by, of the pool by 30%. I like that. I think that's actually pretty solid. It's good for clearing minions. You know, it's actually decent for getting some damage out of buildings as well, so that was kind of nice. I think I like that a lot. He also took the Phylactery. Level 7 here, Accelerated Decay. Each time a hero is hit by Death and Decay's pool, they take 20% more periodic damage from Death and Decay for the next 4 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. So more or less, basically, if an enemy just stands there and stays in it and gets stuck in it, if it gets CC'd and they get caught in it, each subsequent tick is going to do more damage. They went Frost Blast, launch a meteor of ice. So it's basically it's the opposite of a Pyroblast, so to speak. So Pyroblast for Kel'Thuz. Pyroblast for Kel'Thuz is it'll follow the enemy anywhere that they go. Once you get the cast off, it'll follow the enemy as long as they don't get you know, get killed or something like that first. It hits the main target for a lot of damage, and then it does extra, you know, side splash damage to anyone who's actually next to him. This does the opposite. This follows them. It does a small amount of damage to the main target, and then does a bunch more damage to all the enemies in the area, and any enemies in the area are rooted for 1.5 seconds. Long cooldown on that. See, this is one of the reasons why I went with Shadow Fissure. This definitely has some potential, it can cause some people, excuse me, to spread out. You know, at the very least, your main target's going to get rooted, and hopefully he roots some other people with them, and it's going to do some damage. Level 13, Chains of Ice. Kel'Thuzad's stun expires. The enemy is also slowed for 1.25 seconds. Yep, had some trouble getting away when I got chained up by that. He went Power of Ice Crown as well, and then Shifting Malice, activate to dash forward, dealing 150 damage to enemies in the path. Takedowns reset the cooldown. I didn't see this. I didn't actually see the enemy use this. I'm kind of curious how that plays out. Seems like an interesting talent. Let's go through just all the talents real quick. So, I'll go through all the abilities first. If you didn't get a hand, see, this is Death and Decay. After a half second, it's almost like a Chromie Blast. The projectile travels pretty quickly. If it misses, nothing happens. If it does hit something, hit anything, can hit a minion, it explodes, and it leaves kind of like a corruption pool that lasts for a couple of seconds and does damage to ticks in there. Frost Nova is in AoE. It is targetable. Creates a Nova that explodes after 1 second, deals damage to enemies inside, and it slows them. Enemies in the center get rooted, so you can get roots off this. It does take a second or two to prime, so people can kind of walk away. You got to time your root correctly, or hit him with like a CC chain. It can be useful in a CC chain, I imagine, for so. Chains of Kel'Thuzad. Launch a chain, deals a bunch of damage. After 4 seconds, chains can be reactivated again. To launch it at an additional enemy, you could pull 2 people together, you could pull them into a wall or something like that, or some kind of terrain object. And here we go, there's the trait that we talked about. 1 blight for every root or chain. After 15, all your abilities cooldowns are reduced by 2 seconds, and after 30, you gain 75 spell power. So basically, he's going to be weaker in the early game, and in the later game, once he's able to build his quest up, he's going to be more powerful. And he's going to, scale up as the game goes along. Let's just go through all the talents real fast, just for the sake of argument. Plaguelands, we kind of talked about. One of the enemies took that. The alternative Blighted Frost. Frost Nova deals 50% more damage to enemies in the center. After you complete your baseline quest, Frost Nova's root duration is increased by a half second. So all these level 1 talents get they increase one of your abilities. And then after you complete your baseline Blight quest, they get an extra effect applied to them. Level 4, so Phylactery seems really, really good. So you look at this here, you collect 10 region globes, which really doesn't take a whole long time to complete. Map dependent, of course, but it doesn't take too long. After it's completed, you can respawn at will at the Hall of Storms anytime that you die, at the cost of using all of the charges. As long as it's charged, however, you heal 10% of all spell damage dealt while the Phylactery is charged. So, interesting gameplay mechanic there. You have to weigh, do you need to respawn just this second? With how much does that 10% healing really matter to you? So it definitely could be beneficial to respawn right away just to save the day, or to kind of regroup with your team if you get picked off or something like that. Alternatively, we have Strip Shields. Pulling a hero with Chains of Kel'Thuzad grants KT a permanent 112 shield. It stacks up to 2 times. Additionally, it deals bonus damage to shields. That actually would have been... this is one that I didn't take. This is something that I probably could have considered in that game, because they had Zarya and it could have done bonus shield damage. Otherwise, we have Armor of the Archlich. Activate to gain 50 physical armor for 4 seconds. Upon activation, nearby enemies take 45 damage and are slowed by 35% for 4 seconds. Interesting. I think this is kind of lackluster. This is okay if you can land this consistently. I mean, that's just extra bonus shielding for you, plus the shield damage is kind of nice. I think Armor of the Archlich, 25-second cooldown, a little underwhelming compared to the other 2 on the level 4 tier. I think a lot of people are going to take the Phylactery just for the ability to respawn. 10 globes is not a whole lot of globes if you're running lanes at all. Level 7. Accelerated Decay, we talked about that. One of the other KT took that. Glacial Spike, this is the ability that I picked. It was interesting. It doesn't have as much range as I would have hoped. It can certainly be used to combo stuff in a hurry. I mean, I guess you could block off a choke point if somebody sneaks into a couple of places. That could be interesting to block their escape. I see some potential play with that. Hopefully you don't block your own team. You can't deactivate it. It will last the 4 seconds, but you can get a couple of combos with it. It seemed like a fun ability, and there's no mana cost, so I wanted to check it out. Alternatively, here we got Chilling Touch. Every 8 seconds, KT's next basic attack hits nearby enemies, so it hits a group, not just the one. It kind of gets cleave damage, deals spell damage instead of physical, and slows by 30% for 2 seconds. I think this might see a lot of play. This does, because it's spell power, it is affected by your baseline quest, so you're going to get bonus damage once you complete your quest, which is not terrible. I mean, it's extra damage, and the slow is also nice. It's something to think. And if you're not auto attacking stuff, if you can save that to use it at will, it might be useful to kind of slow somebody down and to land an extra skill shot or something like that. So I think this might see a lot of play. This is definitely Glacial Spike, definitely a more challenging ability to use. I'm not sure how well you're going to get Accelerated Decay unless you've got a lot of CC to keep people in the next, the corruption pool. Already talked about the ults at 13. Icy Grasp, increased Frost Nova's slow duration by 1.5 seconds. It's actually pretty good. If you can land people, at the very least land the slow, just extended slow time is a big deal. Chains of Ice, after Chains stun expires, the enemy is also slowed by 70%, which is actually quite nice. If you chain somebody up to something, it makes it much more difficult for them to get away. And Chain Link, I think the one I took, pulling 2 heroes together, reduces its cooldown by 4 seconds. Level 16. Arcane Echoes. Whenever KT hits an enemy hero with Death and Decay's explosion, its cooldown is reduced. It's already got a very short cooldown to begin with. Let's look at this. I think it's 6 seconds. 6 seconds. You complete the quest. That's down to 4 seconds. So if you hit somebody with this, you know, it's like turns into less, doing a 3-second respawn. It's pretty quick. Hungering Cold. Enemies rooted by Frost Nova take an additional 60 damage each time they are damaged by KT during the next 4 seconds. I don't know if this, you know, this is going to require you to land the root with the Frost Nova and then continue to do damage. I mean, I could see landing a Frost Nova and then immediately following that up with Death and Decay, and you know, you get a lot of, you know, extra ticks of damage on that. That's going to be some burst damage there. I don't know how well this is going to work in an uncoordinated environment. You're definitely going to want to get a lot of CC going on this to make this happen. Power of Ice Crown seems really good. Stunning, rooting, slowing a hero. Grants 6% spell power for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. I have to imagine this is going to work with your ult. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. Have to imagine it'll work with your ult. Have to imagine it's going to work with this here, Chilling Touch. You slow somebody down. Excuse me. You slow somebody down, you get bonus spell power for 10 seconds. So this is actually going to continue. You just keep hitting it. So this is every 8 seconds, so you just keep hitting people every 8 seconds, and this is going to continue to stack up, and it's going to be spell damage each time, so that seems like a pretty good combo. I'm actually kind of curious to play it again and try it using that, using those set of abilities. Level 20, you got your 4 choices. You know, Damned Return, I was not a huge fan of this. Shifting Malice seems interesting. I'm curious how much damage that is at level 20. Takedown, though. Takedowns reset the cooldown. So there you go. You don't even have to get a takedown with the ability, just a takedown in general. I'm curious to see the range with that. I might try that, you know, check that one out in try mode. Might of the Scourge. Hitting a hero with Shadow Fissure resets its cooldown, kind of lackluster. I mean, it's nice to do, except it's only a 15-second cooldown to begin with, so you're not really getting a whole lot of value out of that. Death Chill. When Frost Blast roots expired, enemies are slowed by 40% for 3 seconds. And heroes killed while under the effects of Frost Blast instantly release another Frost Blast explosion. Can definitely use this to combo. You know, get like a wombo combo thing going on. You get a bunch of heroes in a group. You get your main Frost Blast. You get some kills, and then just kind of CC chains from there. I think Shifting Malice is going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, that's Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad, not Kel'Thas. Kel'Thuzad. I'm going to stutter over that for a while. In a nutshell, he seems pretty cool. My initial opinion of him is that he's a little on the squishy side. The range on his abilities seemed a little short to me. I found myself constantly trying to land Frost Nova and then overextending because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to drop this here, and then realizing it's super, super short. So he's definitely going to need some people to protect him, you know, kind of to stand in front of him and be a blocker. I think dive heroes are going to have a field day with this guy. You know, Genji is going to do some work. I can see a Nubrek really being able to get under, you know, I guess he doesn't have skin, but you know what I mean. Really going to be able to get into him. But when he's empowered, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. He really could. If you get a lot of CC, definitely could do a lot of damage. I think he's going to be a fun addition. I'm curious to see how he's going to shake out once the game actually goes live next week. And he's got a couple of cool skins. I'm digging that. That's pretty neat. I like that. I just like that particular color scheme. I think it just looks pretty cool. That's just me. And then we've got that looks neat. Like the Star Lich skins are awesome. I don't know why. I think that's fun. I'm looking forward to grabbing one of these as well. So yeah, that's Kel'Thuzad in a nutshell. I'm gonna probably play a little bit more, get a couple of games under my belt. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll try to round some friends up so I don't have to wait for 800 seconds. But yeah, that's the PTR for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.